This next time, he's not one of them. But he is opening for Gilbert Gottfried pretty soon. I'm looking forward to seeing that, Scott. Please welcome Scott MacNeil. Big hand for Mr. Steve Albert. And a hand for Kristen for putting this all together. Without her, we would not be here. Thank you, Kristen. So it might surprise you to learn that I'm on a variety of medications. I have a prescription to treat my obsessive compulsive disorder. It's a 1 milligram pill, and I take it 1,000 times a day. My psychiatrist gave me some pills to clear out my hallucinations, but I can't get any of them to take it. I saw a psychiatrist for about a year, but then I took a medication and he cleared right up. In the late fall, I took a time-released antidepressant for my seasonal depression, and I'll be damned, 6 months later it kicks right in. I really struggled with some suppositories that the pharmacist sold me. Probably would have been a good idea if he had told me to take them out of the box first. I always like to wear camouflage when I take LSD. That way I can see God, but He can't see me. So I've actually had people try to accuse me of being an incompetent pilot, but I've actually specialized in doing skywriting using invisible ink. Homeland Security put me on their no-fly list. Now I feel sorry for all those passengers who have to sit there covered in flies. I walked into a sporting goods store and I told the salesperson, I'm getting ready to do some deep woods camping. So I'm going to need some supplies. They said, well, you're probably going to start by getting a pair of snake boots. And I said, look, I may have never been camping before, but even I know snakes don't wear boots. I tried making a living by breeding orangutans. No, you don't apologize for laughing at comedy. This is what you're supposed to do. This is working. So I tried making a living by breeding orangutans, but then I finally relented. I relented and decided they'd probably just rather breed with each other. My employer asked me if I'd be interested in a 401k. I said, you are crazy. I said, there ain't no way you're going to get me to run any 249 miles. So to help me find my career path, I took the Myers-Briggs test. And it confirmed that I like security, spying, and sexy women. So I joined the Victoria's Secret Service. Now scientists claim Scientists claim that we only use 10% of our brain, which tells me we probably don't even need the other 37%. All the extinguishers in my house are filled with gasoline. Because I believe in fighting fire with fire. So I was pulling up to an intersection, and I noticed the sign said 4-way stop, and I was thinking, well, I know how to use the brakes, but I have no idea what the other 3 methods are doing. Actually I got a traffic ticket today for using a nail trimmer while I was driving, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. But I have to tell you, my toes look amazing. I'm going to bring you to all my performances. So sometimes I just need to relax, and I'll take one of those guided meditation CDs, put it in. My God, she's laughing so much she's got to pee. Okay. I put the CD in, close my eyes, unfocus my mind, and just breathe. I love it, but it terrifies my passengers. So I crashed my car on the way home from a bar. The state trooper said, "Let me guess, you've been drinking." I said, "No, I crashed my car because I could not see." I said, as I was leaving the bar, they had a sign right next to the exit. It said, "No glasses beyond this point." Another time I was standing on the side of the road in handcuffs, and while the EMTs were tending to the bicyclist that I mangled with my car, the cop came over and he said to me, he said, "Scott, I want you to take a moment and think about how this would have turned out had you been sober." And I said, "You're right, I would have had him on the first try." So the first step in facing hypochondria is admitting you don't have a problem. You know, if I had a combination time machine and teleportation device, I'd send all those poor passengers on the Titanic lifesavers. Those candies are delicious. I thought I was in pretty good shape until last winter when I tried cross-country skiing and my legs gave out around Wyoming. I went to a... Thank you for letting us know. I love you too. So, I went to a therapist, and he started talking backwards. I said, "What the heck are you doing?" He said, "Reverse psychology." I said, "Well, it must be working, because I feel worse already." Then he said he wanted me to start keeping a daily journal, and well, things have been going so poorly for me, I went out and bought one of those downward spiral notebooks. Then he challenged me to pick one thing that I've been putting off and do it today. So I fired him. I tried wife swapping once, and you would not believe how how erotic it is to have another man's wife tell you that she has a headache. When I was 17, I lost my virginity to this gorgeous, gorgeous female judge. 4 years later, on my 21st birthday, I looked her up. She said, "What do you want?" I said, "I would like you to try me as an adult." So I was standing right near my mother-in-law when she took a bad fall. My mother-in-law took a bad fall and she broke her leg. She was laying there on the ground. She looked up at me and she said, "Well, don't just stand there, do something." So I shot her. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. She didn't break her leg. I'm going to turn you back over to Steve Albert. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you so much for coming out on a rainy